3 years after my brother died, my phone rang at exactly 2:17 a.m. The caller ID displayed his name, his number, the same number that had been disconnected since the funeral. I almost ignored it. Then I heard his voice, and what he said next destroyed everything I thought I knew about his death.
My name is Ethan, and for 3 years I carried the weight of losing my older brother, Ryan. Everyone said time heals. Everyone lied. His room stayed untouched. His voicemail stayed saved on my phone. Some nights, I still caught myself reaching for my phone to text him. Then one rainy Tuesday night, something happened that should have been impossible.
I was half asleep when my phone buzzed across the nightstand. 2:17 a.m. Unknown calls at that hour never bring good news. I grabbed the phone, ready to decline it. Then my stomach dropped. The screen showed one name: Ryan. The dead don't make phone calls. At least that's what I believed until that moment.
My hands started shaking. I checked the number twice. No mistake. It was his exact phone number, the one buried with every memory I had of him. Was this some sick prank? A glitch? Or something far worse? With my heart pounding, I answered the call.
For several seconds, there was only static. Then came a voice, soft, distant, terrified. "Ethan, don't hang up." I nearly dropped the phone. It wasn't similar to Ryan's voice. It was Ryan's voice, word for word, tone for tone, and he sounded absolutely terrified.
Before I tell you what happened next, hit like and subscribe if you love mystery stories that keep you guessing until the very end. Trust me, this story only gets stranger from here.
I couldn't breathe. "Ryan?" I whispered. The static crackled. Then he said something that froze every bone in my body. "They lied to you." 3 words. That's all it took. 3 words to turn years of grief into something much darker. And then he revealed who they were.
The people who said I died. I sat upright. Every nerve in my body screamed that this couldn't be real. The police identified him. The hospital confirmed it. My parents buried him. How could any of it be a lie? Then he gave me an address I had never heard before.
The call ended abruptly. No goodbye, no explanation, just an address. I tried calling back immediately. The number no longer existed. The automated message said it had been disconnected, exactly as it should have been. Yet I still had the recording, and what I heard when I replayed it changed everything. I expected static. Instead, the recording was crystal clear. Every word remained, every breath, every pause, including one detail I missed the first time: a train horn in the background, the exact same train horn from our hometown. But Ryan supposedly died over 1,000 miles away.
The next morning, I drove to the address. It led to an abandoned storage facility on the edge of town. Broken windows, rusted gates, no signs of life. So why had a dead man sent me there? The answer was waiting inside. Unit 237, the number written in faded paint. The same number mentioned during the call. The lock was already broken. Someone had been there recently. I pushed the door open. Inside sat a single cardboard box, and on top was a photograph that made my blood run cold. The picture showed Ryan, alive, smiling, standing beside a newspaper. The date was from 6 months ago, 3 years after his funeral. I checked it again, then again. There was no mistake. Either someone created the world's most elaborate hoax, or my brother never died. Under the photo sat a flash drive. I almost left it behind. Something felt wrong, dangerous, but curiosity won. Back home, I plugged it into my laptop. What appeared on the screen became the first major twist. The drive contained surveillance footage. Ryan walking through train stations, Ryan entering hotels, Ryan meeting strangers, all recorded after his reported death. My head spun. But the final video was worse. In the footage, Ryan looked directly into the camera and spoke my name.
Ethan, if you're watching this, they found me. Who were they? The question haunted every second. Then he said something I never expected. Don't trust Mom. I paused the video immediately. Not Mom. Anyone but her. Yet the evidence kept piling up.
That night, I confronted her. She went pale the moment I mentioned Ryan. Then she said something strange. You should stop looking. Not, what are you talking about? Not confusion, not disbelief, just a warning, as if she already knew the truth. And that's when I found the hidden envelope.
It was tucked inside her closet. Inside were bank statements, cash transfers, dozens of them, sent every month for 3 years. The recipient's name had been blacked out, but one detail remained visible. The account belonged to another state, the same state where Ryan supposedly died. I demanded answers. Mom finally broke down crying, but her confession wasn't what I expected. Ryan wasn't hiding from the police. He wasn't running from criminals. He was hiding from our father, and that revelation changed everything. Our father had died when I was 12. At least, that's what I had always been told. But Mom revealed he never died. He disappeared. New identity, new life. And according to Ryan, he had resurfaced years later, looking for something. Something connected to our family. The deeper I dug, the stranger things became. Fake death certificates, missing records, altered documents. Entire sections of our family history had been erased. Who could he really trust? Every answer created 2 new questions. Then, another call arrived. Again. 2:17 a.m. Again. Ryan's number. This time, I answered immediately. No hesitation, no fear. Only questions. But Ryan didn't answer. Someone else did. And the voice belonged to a man I had never met. He knows you're searching. The stranger sounded calm, almost amused. Stop now. I demanded to know who he was. Silence followed. Then one final sentence. The grave was never his. The line disconnected, leaving me with a horrifying realization. The next morning, I went to the cemetery. Rain poured from dark clouds overhead. Ryan's grave looked untouched, but something felt wrong. I arranged for a court-approved exhumation. The results arrived days later, and they shattered reality. The body wasn't Ryan, not even close. DNA testing confirmed everything. For 3 years, we had buried a stranger. Someone had staged his death perfectly. But why? And more importantly, where was Ryan now? The answer came from an unexpected source. A package arrived with no return address. Inside sat an old flip phone. Only one contact existed. Brother. My pulse raced. I pressed call. The phone rang once, twice. Then Ryan answered and finally revealed the truth. Ryan explained everything. Our father had been part of a secret financial fraud network decades earlier. When evidence resurfaced, dangerous people started hunting everyone connected to him. Ryan discovered it first. To protect us, he vanished.
A fake death became his only escape. But the final revelation was even darker.
The organization tracking him never stopped searching. For years, they believed he was dead. Now they knew someone had uncovered the truth. Me. Suddenly, every strange event made sense. The calls, the warnings, the threats. I had become the next target.
Ryan begged me to disappear, leave town, change everything. But before I could answer, I heard shouting on his end, then running, then a loud crash. The connection broke apart, and his final words echoed through the static.
They found me. The line died. No callback, no location, nothing. I sat staring at the silent phone, wondering if I had just spoken to my brother for the last time. But one final message arrived moments later.
A text. Only 4 words. Trust no one. Run. No sender, no explanation, no follow-up. Just 4 words that changed my life forever. Because when I looked outside my window, someone was already watching the house. I still don't know whether Ryan survived that night. I still don't know who was standing outside. And I still receive calls at exactly 2:17 a.m. The same number, the same static, the same feeling of dread. But recently, a new voice appeared on the line. A voice claiming to be my father. And what he told me might be even more terrifying.